was a member of the signal chain, and the discussion included the Vice President's private opinion on the wisdom of proposed U.S. strikes in Yemen, correct?
I don't recall.
Vance, quote, I think we are making a mistake. I am not sure the president is aware of how inconsistent this is with his message on Europe right now. There was a strong argument for delaying this a month. You don't recall?
As you
don't recall seeing that?
Read that, I don't.
It included the private opinions of the Secretary of Defense on the timing of strikes in Yemen, correct?
I don't recall.
Director Ratcliffe, surely you prepared for this hearing today. You were part of a group of principals, senior echelons of the U.S. government, in now a widely publicized breach of sensitive information. You don't recall whether the Vice President opined on the wisdom of the strikes? That's your testimony today under oath?
In that setting, I don't recall.
Here's what Secretary HEGSETH said, quote, waiting a few weeks or months does not fundamentally change the calculus. Two immediate risks on waiting. One, this leaks and we look indecisive. Two, Israel takes an action first or Gaza ceasefire falls apart and we don't get to start this on our own terms. Your testimony is you don't recall the Secretary of Defense sending that message or reading it?
I recall there being an exchange. I don't recall the specifics as you're reading it.
Well, let's put it this way, Director Ratcliffe, a discussion by senior U.S. officials on the timing and risks of a proposed military campaign and disagreements between the President and the Vice President about U.S. plans and intentions would be of obvious interest to foreign intelligence services, would it not?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll be happy to take your extra 13 seconds, but I want to go back to what I addressed at the outset. I mean, this was not only sloppy, it not only violated all procedures, but if this information had gotten out, American lives could have been lost. The Houthis had this information, could reposition their defensive systems. So I want to get a little more information about this. Director Gabbard, did you participate in the group chat with Secretary of Defense and other Trump senior officials discussing the Yemen war plans?
Senator, I don't want to get into the specifics.
Ma'am, were you on? You're not going to be willing to address. So you're not. Are you denying? Matt, will you answer my question, ma'am? You were not TG on this group chat.
I'm not going to get into the specifics.
So you refuse to acknowledge whether you were on this group chat.
Senator, I'm not going to get into the specifics.
Why are you going to get into the specifics?
This is one of Trump's pet bulls, Tulsi Gabbard, unqualified for the position, asked under oath to answer a question, and she will not do so. This is supposed to be one of Trump's pet bulls. They're asking her a straightforward question. Tulsi Gabbard, were you on this group chat? And she will not answer the question.
Is it because it's all classified?
Because this is currently under review by the National Security Council.
Because it's all classified? If it's not classified, share the text now.
As the White House previously
stated, is it classified or non-classified information on this text?
I can confirm.
Director Ratcliffe, were you on the group chat?
Senator, I was on a signal messaging group.
So you were the John Ratcliffe on that chat?
I was.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I provide some context, Senator, to that?
Yes, but I've got a series of questions.
Well, but I think it's important because at the outset you made a couple of comments about signal messaging using encrypted apps. So that we're clear, one of the first things that happened when I was confirmed as CIA director was signal was loaded onto my computer at the CIA, as it is for most CIA officers. One of the things that I was briefed on very early, Senator, was by the CIA records management folks about the use of signal as a permissible work use. It is. That is a practice that preceded the current administration to the Biden administration.
Director Ratcliffe, I've got a series of questions. If you're making the statement, the signal is a secure channel.
No, can I answer that? It is end-to-end decryption. So
it is. I understand encryption.
It is permissible to use to communicate and coordinate for work purposes, provided provided, Senator, that any decisions that are made are also recorded through formal channels. So those were procedures that were implemented. My staff implemented those processes, followed those processes, complied with those processes, and finally, just please, so my communications, to be clear, in a signal message group were entirely permissible and lawful and did not include classified information.
Well, we will make that determination, because if it's not classified, share the text with the committee. You know, let me go on. Director Gabbard, you are the security executive and set access guidelines for classified information. Did you contact the defense secretary or others after this specific military planning was put out and say, hey, we should be doing this in a SCIF?
There was no classified material that was shared in that. So then if there was no classified
material.
Tulsi Gabbard answered the question. He first asked you 2 minutes ago, were you even in the chat while this was going on, while this clown show was going down? You wouldn't answer that. You wouldn't answer the question of whether or not you were a part of this group chat. Now you won't even answer this question. This is supposed to be Trump's pit bulls. Tulsi Gabbard. Supposed to be one of Trump's pit bulls. Pete Hegseth. Supposed to be one of Trump's pit bulls. KASH PATEL is supposed to be one of Trump's pit bulls. And they can't answer simple questions.
Share it with the committee. You can't have it both ways. These are important jobs. This is our national security.
Answer the question.
Bobbing and weaving and trying to, filibuster your answer. So please answer the question. If this was Director Gabbard, if this was a rank and file intelligence officer who did this kind of careless behavior, what would you do with them?
Senator, I'll reiterate that there was no classified material that was shared in that.
And if there's no classified materials, share. And then if there's no classified materials, then you can't even answer the question whether you're on the chat. This is strangely familiar, and I think my colleagues will remember, when you couldn't answer the question, is Edward Snowden a traitor?
Seriously? I don't know. Maybe, Madam Chairwoman, it's really important to the people of North Carolina. You may have a lot of constituents who have walk-in refrigerators. I don't know. But for me, I can tell you, I just spent a week in Colorado, in the rural communities that I represent, hosting town halls, visiting with folks in my community, constituents, ranchers, farmers, teachers.
Why can't these people answer simple questions? It's because they're guilty, and they know that they're guilty. Tulsi Gabbard was asked, was she even in the chat, and she couldn't answer that question. Then when she said that they didn't discuss any classified information, he asked her, well, then share the goddamn text messages then. Share the group chat if there's nothing in there that's classified. She couldn't do that either. Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Hegseth, John Ratcliffe, KASH PATEL, all DEIs, didn't earn it. They didn't earn it. All 4 of them are DEI hires. And we got these clowns here on YouTube, these Officer Tatums, these Shoeshine Boy Daniels, Anton Daniels. We got Kingdom. We got all of these clowns here on YouTube, these Trump supporters, these MAGA crazies. I have yet to see any of them do a live stream on this. I want to see how they're going to all get together and try to twist this into something positive. Because you know it's coming. If they do a video at all about this, or a live stream at all about this situation, they're going to try to twist it to make it sound like it's something positive. Trump's cabinet is incompetent. incapable of doing just the basic things. How in the hell do you add a reporter to a top secret level meeting about war plans on bombing Yemen? How did you do that? And then turn around here, the Secretary of Defense HEGSETH, even after it came out that the group chat was real, he got off a plane in Hawaii, stood up in front of reporters, and bold-faced lied, said it didn't happen. He stood there on the tarmac in front of reporters and bold-faced lied. But I guess they get that type of you get those type of responses from underlings of Donald Trump. They're just going to bold-faced lie to you. And I'm wondering why these people are not calling these people out for bold-faced lying. I would have straight asked them, hey, why are you people lying? Tulsi Gabbard, she won't even confirm whether or not she was on the group chat or in the group chat. She can't even confirm that. This is an entire clown show. The Trump administration, led by head clown Donald J. Trump. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for coming back to the Black Only News and Entertainment Network. Peace, take care, be safe.